Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We don't do much in scale, so I'm trying to do a little more here on the channel and pepper that in. Today we're taking a look at the Broadway Limited Alco RSD7 and RSD15 in several different road names. So this is an in-scale locomotive, Paragon 4. Broadway's really taking the lead on in-scale, so let's see what you get in the box next. I notice I hear a lot from Santa Fe fans, so we're going to unbox the ATSF version of this RSD15 just to show you what unboxing is like. I'll zoom out a little bit here. So pops out of the box like that. You got a humidity pack in there and instructions are buried behind the foam. Basically covers your DCC and sound. So we'll get all this off of the handrail protections and take a closer look. Alright, here's the Santa Fe. Zoomed in about as much as I can without getting the locomotive out of focus, going past infinity focus as they call it, but stanchions, pilot here with the brake line, MU hoses, silver tipped ends on those. Coupler, headlight, there's windshield wipers with the long windshield on the front of this. And speaking of long, we have a long nose as well and a brake wheel right at the tip of the nose. And then 820s on the side, very legible, Santa Fe. Some underbody detail as well. You can see the trucks, you can see the fuel tank. And the molded in compartment details nice as well. There's a horn up top, and then you've got your radiator fan in the back. You can see, as I turn around here, more of the depth and detail of the locomotive. There's molded in grab irons on the back. I think they're just so small, that's the best way to go in scale. Drop step on the rear of the coupler, or rear of the locomotive, and an MU stand right next to it. No, it doesn't want to focus. You can see how straight the handrails are. They did a pretty good job with those. And the handrail protection definitely plays a factor in that as well. And we're back to the front where you get your cab window and detail on the nose as well. So we'll Vanna White 3 other ones. I think I'll just show you one side back to back to back and then we'll move on. Okay, we're still Santa Fe but different scheme here. And there's a good look at that scheme. And one other thing about this is also an RSD15. So there are some variations, RSD7s as well, and I'll show you that in a moment. Alright, Pennsylvania, another RSD15. As you can see there, beautiful scheme on this RSD15 with some changes. Different cab, obviously. And you've got a firecracker antenna right there at the top and a horn mounted on the front. Alright, here's an RSD7. I might have misspoke on that last one because maybe the RSD7 designator is this different cab. But you've got a bell on this one that's mounted on the nose, another firecracker antenna, horn. So all these different variations from road names. Broadway Limited covers and covers accurately on these locomotives. Even though it's in scale and really tiny, they still maintain really good accuracy and really good appearance. The paint, fit, finish, whatever you want to call it, is great. Alright, so we had to cover a couple of different variations and several different schemes. So we're going to make the function part of this quicker, but if you just move the locomotive, that starts up Broadway Limited, but there's also extended startup. So we're going to go with the extended startup here. Okay, so that starts up. You hear them walking to the locomotive, basically ballast under their boots. You hear the door hinge open, you get in, and then they start up the locomotive, and that's the startup sequence. So bell. Make note the headlight's on too right now. You've got the horn, which is on F2, or F22 will change the horn to an alternate. Sorry, I was hitting that a little too frequently. So that last one was how it sounds. It kind of quills off. And then there's 28 different functions. And if you watch my other Broadway limited videos, there's so many different functions, background noises and such. There's record and play macro. You can record a sequence. We're going to skip that because of the time spent looking at the different schemes, but we will go ahead and move this at one speed step so you can see how smooth it is. And although they're a little quick out the gate, they are very smooth operators. And go direction here. And these also haven't been broken in, so some jerkiness may resolve with a break-in run. But by speed step 2 and 3, it's just completely cleared up. And this is on 128 speed steps, so really cool little locomotive. The cab light goes on, as you saw there, for a peak once you get below like 3 speed steps and stop. So really, really neat locomotive. Let's take a look at some of the other, at least one other scheme in operations, the RSD15. Really zoomed in on the front of the RSD15 here. So when I move this, you can see the headlight. Cab light stays on for just the first few speed steps, and then it goes off. I can't really get too fast on here. There, it just went out. It's like 3 speed steps. But there's the lighting. It's nice. It's white. Maybe with a hint of a golden touch to it. And very prototypical looking on this scheme. So that is really nicely done. Smooth operator, especially once you get past the first few speed steps. Pretty nice detail from Broadway Limited. Some of the best N scale I've seen on the market. So really cool locomotives, and I just got a few of them running here. I don't have space for all of them, but really neat, and good sound, smooth drive, really cool in-scale stuff from Broadway Limited. So check it out at your local hobby shop, online retailer, brick and mortar hobby shop, etc. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.